is tracking developments with Ebola. Passengers on a Carnival cruise ship that had the Ebola scare are back on U.S. soil tonight. 7 News learning this morning the Dallas healthcare worker who caused that concern tested negative for the virus. 7 News reporter Lindsay Watts following these new developments for us. Lindsay, are those passengers right now being screened?
No, Teresa, actually, they are not. They are free to go home, obviously, much to their relief. As we've been telling you, 7 News reporter Eric Lupher was on that ship. He says there were some big concerns about what could be next for passengers.
We knew that we were cleared to get off the ship, but people were going, are there going to be quarantine tents all over the place? What's going to happen once we touch feet, put our feet on the ground?
No tents and no restrictions for these passengers who disembarked here in Galveston, Texas this morning. It was after the announcement that the healthcare worker from the hospital where Ebola patient Thomas Duncan died tested negative for the virus, the same Dallas hospital where 2 nurses became infected. Although Carnival Cruise Lines learned the worker was aboard on Wednesday, passengers weren't alerted until Friday, and the word Ebola not used until today.
It was finally used this morning when the captain came on right when we woke up and said that the blood sample came back negative for Ebola. So then finally the captain said it, huge sigh of relief.
It was 7 News reporter Eric Lupher's first time on a cruise.
When I heard the news, I had to put on the reporter hat and start working.
He says he never saw the healthcare worker and doesn't know why a Coast Guard chopper didn't take her off the ship along with her blood samples. Eric says he still enjoyed himself, though communication could have been better, and passengers missed their last stop when Cozumel wouldn't let them dock.
From what I saw, a majority of the boat still had a good time.
Carnival says federal officials are not requiring any special cleaning of the ship, but say they will do it anyway.
It's going to be from doorknobs and handrails down to the casino poker chips.
That healthcare worker was on the ship to begin with because when she got on the cruise, she was only being told to self-monitor for Ebola. The restrictions increased after those 2 nurses became infected. Teresa, officials now asking 75 other healthcare workers to avoid public places and transportation while they continue to be monitored for symptoms.
Thank you, Lindsay. The U.S. military is now stepping up to assist in the fight against the deadly Ebola virus. A 30-person military medical support team is being trained right now to provide help to healthcare workers here on short notice. And in Dallas tonight, the 21-day watch period is over for nearly 50 people who are being monitored for Ebola after coming into contact with Thomas Duncan, the patient who died from that virus. The quarantine also being lifted tonight for the 4 people who were living with him.